What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? All right. We're bringing the podcast format back before season 2 part 2 drops. Today we have a special guest, Silk, okay? It's going to be the fucking state of Battlefield address. Think of it like the state of the union, okay? That's how this is going to go. So, we're going to cover a couple topics. We're going to say what's up. It'll be fun, you know? Be fucking good. Top Gun OCE. Ender's playing on OCE servers? No, 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 no. You do not do that. Do not play from NA. You do not play from NA to OCE, guys. That is not what you do. That would be very bad.
You only play OC if you absolutely fucking have to.
Yeah. All right. I'm doing one thing, and then we'll switch back here. Mr. Silk. Okay. Boom. So we're gonna fucking bam, and then we're going right here, and there he is.
We on?
There he is. We're fucking on him.
Wait.
All right. What's
What's
up,
up, everyone?
Silk?
Oh, just chilling.
All
Got
right.
done with some great Portal competitive this morning, and here to address a lot of stuff.
All right. So we're gonna do like a intro, and then we'll start a more official thing here. So,
Sweet.
hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, it's the Battlefield state, motherfucker, man. We're gonna cut that out. I just drove. We're done. So here we go again. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got Silk
Yeah, nice,
here.
dude.
We got fucking Silk here. It's the state of Battlefield address take 2. Take 1 didn't exist. We're going to forget about take 1. You understand? So, how are you, man? You've been kind of doing a
I'm,
bunch of different stuff from the optics, right? I see you with your dog. I see you mountain biking or something. Just doing a bunch of crazy
I'm
stuff.
I'm been good. I've been trying to limit my exposure to the six through many different means. Um, it was all gas no brakes at the start of the game. Playing a lot, uploading heaps. It was almost daily uploads, which I've done for a month. I don't know how you did it for quite a long time, but yeah, just been enjoying life. I work full time and stuff now,
Yeah.
um, and I'm still enjoying Battlefield. I'm just enjoying the select parts of it that I like. Um, I still do believe that there's a good bones here in some ways. There's a lot of work. It's a fuck ton of work.
Yeah. I also believe that, but we're going to talk about the specific bones and what surgeries they need and the specific aspects of the game and all that. So,
Oh yeah.
I think the first topic we should go over is just season 2. Obviously, season two's new map is going to come out in a couple days, but just the sort of the optics and the feeling of season 2 and the previous season so far, whether or not we think it's enough, all that sort of stuff. You can take the floor with the initial thoughts
Yeah.
here.
Well, I guess we always knew it was going to be a drip feed piecemeal kind of season.
Mm,
I
mm,
think what we got though is pretty decent quality. Like the map is really fun in my opinion. I've enjoyed it a lot on Breakthrough mainly, but it's pretty fun on Conquest too. I think it's a pretty well designed map and it's one of the better ones in the game right now, at least from my perspective. And then the Little Bird is relevant content to me. I enjoy flying it. The bad thing about the Little Bird is it affirms all of the bad decisions they've made and had feedback on the past. They added another vehicle that really exaggerates the bad game design. Like the whole complaint across all vehicles was glass cannon design.
yeah,
And then they added the most glass cannon I've ever seen in the Battlefield game. Like
it's
it was
crazy, man.
ridiculous.
I was watching
And
Wolfbrink stream because I was
yeah,
editing a video. He was in Little Bird on Manhattan, and I didn't jump into Little Bird yet, and he was using the rockets. Dude, it literally looks like rage hacking. Like it's looking like
it's
he
ridiculous.
alt tabbed and went like a mod menu and turned on 500% damage hacks. It's like, oh my god, what are we
What's
doing,
funny to
guys?
me,
Like,
yes, you're talking about the rockets right now, but in true glass cannon fashion, it's a two-hit kill with the rockets, which could make sense, but it's also a 2-hit kill with the miniguns,
Yeah.
which is absolutely obscene. Like you
Mm,
kill them before you even aim on them. It feels like it's ridiculous.
yeah, it's pretty insane. Um,
And the weapons are good. Like they always are going to release OP weapons in the season to get people to play them, and then they'll nerf them back down later. It's a common theme
yeah,
with these live service battlefields every time.
this time was particularly hilarious because it's just so like blatant. If you understand the balance of the weapons and how tight everything is balanced against each other, dude, like the odds of them releasing a better M433 and then releasing a better M240L, barely, by the way, like just barely. It's so funny if you
Yeah,
understand the balance of
is that what
everything.
they did?
Yeah, that is
I'm not
exactly what
up to
they
date
did.
with it.
That is exactly what they
Okay.
did. They made an M240L kill they made an LMG kill faster than the M240L by 17 milliseconds, and they made a basically slightly better M433.
What are the TTKs? Are they both sub 200 or like? Because that was
I
like
mean,
the
you can correct me
benchmark
if I'm
for
wrong. I think the
ridiculous guns.
VCR sits at right at 200, or maybe it's just under 200, and then the M12A2 is like 183. It's basically an LMG NVO with
Oh my
twice the
god!
damage range. Yeah,
Wait, that LMG must be nuts. I haven't even tried
it's
that yet.
fucking outrageous.
Is it better than the VCR?
uh, TTK wise, I think yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of the seasonal content, you're 100% right. It was always going to be a drip feed, and I feel like, I mean, I've said in my videos so much. The message never it gets across, but it's never accepted by people. You know, I feel like a lot of people still have light in their eyes. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get 3 maps." Like, no, no, no. You guys don't understand.
You're not.
This
You're not.
decision was made before the game was ever launched. Like, this is not changing anytime soon. Um, and my whole thing that I'm like pushing in my videos, just trying to get it through people, is like, dude, now we should really focus on how much better they can make the gameplay with each update, because you're 100% right still that the game has good bones and they can make the game really good. It's, in my opinion, just going to take way longer than I think a lot of people would be satisfied with. Which, you know, I'm not sure if you looked at the patch notes for this upcoming update. The patch notes are
Yeah, I
actually,
did. It
they're
looks
pretty
pretty alright.
fucking good, in my opinion, especially if that netcode
Yeah.
stuff actually comes to fruition.
There is a potential radar fix that is caught my eyes. It's
Whoa!
like we fixed the minimap zoom option in the air vehicles, which could be the radar, but I'm not sure. Like I feel like they would put it more
Uh,
front and center if they
they
actually fixed the radar. So I'm coping so hard. Like I'm
No, I think
insane
that's
code for it.
cope. I think it's cope. I don't know, dude. I think if they're gonna
Did you
fix
see that
radar,
Pongstroid? Did you see Pongstroid made a radar?
yes, I did. I did see that.
He made a radar in 2 days. It was like 5 hours on one day and 2 hours on the next, and he made a radar, like a functioning radar. Like people have literally done your work for you, Dice. Like it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Um,
Oh god, yeah, that's brutal. I guess now it's a good segue into your opinion on how the vehicles have been, since you're such a prolific vehicle player in all the Battlefield games. I haven't touched the vehicles in this game very much. Very, very
Based.
occasionally, I'll jump in a tank or whatever. But the the gameplay to me right now, it's not fun to die to a vehicle, and it's also not fun to be in a vehicle and get shot at. You know what I mean? It just feels really, just feels, well, glass cannony and fluky. So
Yeah, it really is. So the glass cannon design, as I said it before, but like it's the by far the biggest issue in the game. Like it causes so many issues. Not only are the damage models completely off, but the acceleration rates and the movement on all the vehicles, like the movement ability is just not there at all. Like if you watch a heli 1v1 or a scout heli 1v1, especially in BF4, um, fights are often won by movement. You can have like micro dodges and switch dodging patterns all the time. Reaps is insanely good at doing this. It was also aiming as well. In this game, the acceleration rate is way too floaty to do any amount of movement. And combine that with the time to kill being so fast, you need to jump them. Like to get a consistent kill, you have to jump them. And it's the same in the jets as well. Like there's not enough they don't turn fast enough to really dogfight in a very creative way. There's no speed control, which is ideal to have, but it's not
is it just
essential.
looping, or can you like cut, switch? Can you do
It's
all that?
even so with the radar, we've been doing it a lot. It's very loopy right now because there's no ECM, because obviously there's no jet loadouts, and the Pong Destroy just added under radar, but under radar without ECM is kind of pointless because if they pop off the radar, you know they're below. So it doesn't. It's kind of like a if this then that. Like you know exactly where they are. So it's very very loopy at the moment. You can switch sometimes, but it's very much like a rudder skill ceiling. Like having perfect rudders and cuts is all you can do.
Yeah.
But then that's the dogfighting with a radar. In pubs, it's literally like it's even with watching really good dogfighters who practice no radar. Sometimes, like if they go into like a two circle, basically, like they switch away from each other, they get out of the sound view distance or the sound distance from each other, so they have no idea where they are.
Great.
They can literally be doing two separate dogfights and they'll have no fucking idea, like for one or two loops. Like it is insane. Like it's so claustrophobic in this game as well because the field of view on all the vehicles as well is super low. So
yeah, I did notice
glass
that
cannon
actually.
design, yeah, it's real claustrophobic. It's insane.
Yeah.
And the thing that I think the glass cannon design does the most is it really forces people to spawn camp. It doesn't force them, but it, as a good player in like previous Battlefield games like 3 and 4, you wouldn't ever waste your time on spawn camping because you just roughly time the spawn. Even if they get a slight advantage, or even they get on your 6, like you can confidently reverse them 90% of the time.
Yeah.
In this game, like there's just no room for error. You have to just kill them off spawn timer.
I was never like an absolute top level, dogfighter in BF4, but I could deal with about 99% of pubbies, especially in,
Yeah.
BF3 and 4. And I remember never paying really much attention to spawn camping anything. I would just fly up in the air and like free look in the cockpit and be like, okay, the stealth is up. I'll just take this fight with this guy and kill him because
Yeah, exactly.
my speed control is better than him. Or occasionally you would top down him from the spawn just to have like if you know when the spawn was going to happen.
Get a quick
just get a quick kill just so you can farm more.
Yeah.
Other than that,
in this game though, like it's a culture. It's a culture of spawn camping that's because of the glass cannon. Like even the pubbies are learning to spawn camp. Like I get spawn camp like 50% of my deaths at this point. Like, and they're right to do so.
I mean, it's not really well. The game needs to change in order for that not to be prevalent, right? So,
yeah.
Mechanically though, I feel like the vehicles just aren't satisfying. I feel like they are very. I just feel fat. I don't know, man. There's obese vehicle design in this game.
They are obese. Especially the tank is just like it has a very slow turret speed. It only really operates well on an objective with significant repairs. It's not like BF4 where like the example I was thinking of is like tanks in this game. Like a critical strategy in BF4 is pillaring, like playing around a corner and like peeking your tank up, shooting a shell, coming back, and just like spamming the corner until you can take ground. You go to the next corner. Like that's like essentially tanking 101 in conquest games against pubbies. Like play a corner, you get the kills, you move up, you get on the objectives. In this game, like because the RPG is a railgun.
Yeah, it just
like if you as soon as you peek your nose around the corner, you're getting hit. Like you can't in BF4 you could fake RPGs out. Like you could put the nose out, and because the acceleration rate on the tank is actually pretty fast.
Yeah, exactly. You can
back
actually,
up, like juke out a quick shot.
You just leave.
You can't do any of this kind of like mind games in BF6 because everything is just so broken. It's like the fastest RPG with the slowest vehicles. It's like that. Did you see the mosquito on crack PowerPoint? I did.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
yeah. It's essentially like the speed of the countering weapons needs to be up with the speed of the vehicles. Like we have the most OP toes ever, but the slowest vehicles. It's ridiculous.
The tow missiles are there. It's funny because
infantry's struggling. Like there's still the vehicles are still OP. Like everyone's KPMs are still higher than ever.
Oh, dude.
Like it's just everyone's dying. It seems like it's like slop. It's slop balancing. Like everyone kills each other.
The tow missile is funny in particular because sometimes I jump on it if I'm just playing Conquest to like hit a tow or kill a tank or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes because I don't have too much experience on the tow right now, I actually miss because it's too easy. Like I'm expecting, I'm expecting more adjustment needed. Like, I'm leading a certain way because that's how you would have to do it in previous games. Like it was harder. But I don't know, I'm just like
Yeah,
faking myself
not at
out and
all.
I'm missing because of it, because this game's tow missile reacts on a dime.
Yeah, because I was never very good at tow missiles in previous like skillful Battlefield games. Like I could hit them here and there, but like I couldn't hit the hard shots. I adapted to the tow really easily, but the RPG was that exact thing. Like I used to be okay with it in 4. I took like weeks to learn how to RPG helis because I was leading too much and assuming it was much harder shot than it was.
Yeah,
But
I
like
also do the
I got
same.
really good at it in the last couple of weeks. It's really really easy now.
So, is
It's
there anything
all
else
over
you
the
want to cover with
place.
vehicles? Because I think we got a lot more to.
Oh, I
I mean,
mean,
I know you got about 18 pages or whatever, so.
that's a lot of it, really. It's the whole philosophy of this. I just call it slot balancing now, where everyone can kill each other extremely easily.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's that feeling of control. As a good player, you want to feel in control. That's what you practice for. So if you can't feel in control through your own skill, you will gain control by spawn camping or something like that. You'll use whatever tactics you have to use to control the game.
Exactly.
And that's what we're seeing happen all the time.
Yeah, especially on Manhattan Bridge. with
Oh,
the attack
Manhattan's dirty for it, dude.
with the attack Ellie.
Yeah, and
Oh
it's also this.
man.
I really want to emphasize because everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you just want everything to be easy." It's like I've farmed the last like fucking 5 Battlefield games. Like nothing's changing at all. It's just getting easier for me to do it. If anything, I want it to be more fulfilling and challenging. So the vehicles need a nerf too, but
Yeah,
so does the
I always
counters.
think it's weird when, I have a video and I explain like something about infantry mechanics, and then someone comments something like that. It's like, dude, did you not listen to the video? I'm actually trying to make the game harder. Like because it needs to be for the gameplay's
Oh,
health.
yeah, because those old Battlefield games still have players today because the gameplay is the content. In this game, it's like we have no content. We're not going to play the game anymore. It's like you're supposed to want to play the game because it's
Yeah.
satisfying, but it just isn't really that satisfying at the moment.
And this is where I think we should segue into actually the content itself. And we touched on it very briefly here,
Oh
but
yeah,
the content, again, I mean, we knew, I think a lot of people that play the past few Battlefield games knew it was going to be a drip feed. Now it just seems like they're erring on the side of they will delay it to make sure the limited amount of content that they are going to release is actually going to be decent. Contaminated is a good example. I think the map is actually pretty good. I think it gets a little iffy on escalation in the later stage because there's just
I haven't played it though.
way too many vehicles in the late stage for that
Yep.
small of a map. But other than that, I feel like the map is okay. And then obviously we have Hagenthal Base coming out. Um, I guess we'll talk about Hagenthal Base. This is more than likely going to be one of the more important map releases this game will see, because it's slated to be, I suppose, the meat grinder, the locker, the Operation
Yeah,
Metro
it's our
of the game.
lockers.
And we saw what even Redacted did for 2042. Redacted
Oh yeah,
was, honestly, that was great. I played it a lot, so it just helped satisfy that need in the game. I hope it'll do the same with this game. But the gameplay on that map with the current mechanics of infantry is going to be really interesting, because
yeah.
it's going to be very hard to break through some of these areas, I think.
Oh, the current infantry mechanics are they. We thought the release was going to be a head glitch simulator. They just keep on making it more and more that way. But I have high hopes for it because I think, in my opinion, they keep getting better at making meat grinder maps. They actually have done them very, very well for quite a long time. I didn't play the BF1 version. I don't know what it is, but
Port de
BF5 is
Vaux.
one. Like, yeah, yeah. I don't know how. Is that a good map?
Yeah, I would say it's a well received map. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think the BF5 one might be my favorite meat grinder map ever. Underground or whatever it's called. Like that's better than Metro or Lockers in my opinion. And I think Redacted, like, had it not released in 2042, would be regarded as better than those two maps. Just in my opinion, I think they play really well and they've got better at making them a little bit less choky. But some people love that.
Yeah.
Some people love suffering and jumping a choke until they break through and then going on like a 20-person back rage, which is fucking sick. Metro is actually nice. I like Metro, but
Yeah. Did you ever play the Metro in the portal someone created?
no, I never tried that because
Oh,
it
dude.
wasn't 60 hertz. Now
It,
it is, I think, but
it was actually pretty damn good for about 3 days there. Like, I was like, "Wow."
Oh,
It's pretty amazing how just a map layout can really help gameplay. Um,
yeah.
and I think a lot of the map layouts in this game, I made a video on it. They suffer from basically there being, 200 windows, 4 floors, a bunch of
200
routes where you can
windows.
run through the whole building, which connects to another route. It's just, I think it really hurts flow. And
Oh,
when you go
yeah.
compare it to even recent Battlefield maps, they aren't necessarily designed that way. You have to go all the way around the entire building block if you want to, get to the other side of the street or something. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
having controlled verticality is super important. If you can just peek from height anywhere, it just becomes absolutely crazy and
have you ever
impossible
played
to read.
Empire State Breakthrough? The first
Yes.
second, dude.
Dude, I hate it. I always rage on the first sector. Like, I'll go like 12-3 on the first sector, and
Yeah,
then I'll just
bro.
go on like 20 or 30 kill streak on the next two.
The amount of fucking times where so by now the sweats understand the only route to flank that sector is on the right side, but it's sandwiched in between the point and their uncat,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, yeah,
all
exactly.
have about 3 floors of verticality.
Yep. Oh, it's crazy.
and
They
then
don't control they
the
don't control uncaps in this game at all. Like
yeah,
for example, on Lib Peak, you can snipe from like Narnia again on defense. And it's like that should be controlled and brought forward a little bit, in my opinion.
I mean on Liberation Peak you also just sit on one of 50 different mountain side peaks and just rat there for the whole game as well.
Oh yeah.
We dubbed that what did we dub that, chat? Was it Shitter Mountain? Yeah.
Shit about it.
It's
I
just
always love going on a big flank. I know the exact mountains.
yeah.
It's a juicy flank if you can get there.
I know you know the exact mountain because you bomb that C point like it's your fucking job there, man.
Oh yeah, I made a few dollars off that C point, dude.
Yeah, bro. That C point really got some
That
views in
C
there.
point really farmed up.
Oh my god. But you touched on the infantry mechanics, which is this is the other half of the gameplay. We touched on vehicles earlier. It's a whole web of stuff, and I've made so many videos on this. It just feels like they're so close, but they have to move around 5 different aspects of the infantry gameplay in order to get it where it kind of should be. They have to push the TTK back, but that's not easy because they have to rebalance every single weapon in the game. They have to take red sec into account, and then they sort of fucked with the acceleration values on the movement, and people don't understand that just makes peeking corners feel terrible. And it's an attempt to stop like AD spam, but what it does is it makes it so you can't basically aggressively peek a corner. So what does everyone do?
Yeah,
They hold the corner and never move instead, which was already the meta with the time to kill. And then there's
yeah,
the gunplay, which is too easy. And people are on Twitter speculating, oh my god, it messes with my sensitivity still, and the developers are telling them no, it's not. So, oh boy.
what's your take on the rotational like recall bug or whatever? Like Nickel showed it like skipping 90 degrees and it was the same as BF4, but would it be different if they slowly move to 360?
So the way I understand it is basically it is the same as Battlefield 4 right now, but
Okay,
there isn't Apex Legends style recoil smoothing in the game. And that is what I
okay,
think people thought previous Battlefield games had, but according to Drunksy, I mean on Twitter just a couple days ago, that isn't how the previous games worked anyway. Um
okay,
I think what people are feeling is actually the random element of the recoil. It's not like Battlefield
yeah,
5 where they translated spread into added recoil in a random direction. They got completely rid of that. But there is an underlying random element to recoil that I think is giving people the impression that something is really wrong. Um,
huh,
I think it's fine right the way it is right now. I'm not actively annoyed when I play the game with the gunplay or with like the
yeah. I'm not
inputs.
either at all.
And when I see people complain about it, I'm like, dude, I complained 24/7 about 2042's input because I could feel it all the time. But with this game, while I'm shooting, it feels fine to me. I think it's something that it's a classic example of people thinking there's an issue, but actually it's just like them disagreeing with the way it's implemented in the game right now, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
want it to
that's
be
what I
a
thought as
different
well.
way, you know?
Yeah, that's
Um,
the exact vibe I was getting from that.
yeah,
Um, yeah, the gunplay is just a little bit too like it's just too fast, a bit too unforgiving for any kind of movement. I like a few of the things they did. I like the idea of the steps damage model. I think that's good. You hit
yeah,
someone and you know instantly how many bullets it's going to take, and it feels very consistent. Um, I can't speak to some like they went from Cartesian recoil patterns to
yeah.
polar. I can't really speak to that. Like it seems in theory better because if the angle just has a slight degree of like a polar coordinate is angle and magnitude from memory. Um, that would make it feel more consistent if they just slightly vary the angle on a spray. I'm fine with that. And they also did a thing where they made lower fire rate guns more viable because you can burst them faster. Because previously you to burst reset one, you have to wait until the next bullet would be coming, I think. But now in
Yeah.
this game they fixed it. So there's a few like really good technical things with the gunplay. Again, good bones. Like someone coding the game has made some good decisions here, but the TTK is just way too fast. Like it's ridiculously fast, and it doesn't have the recoil to justify it. And I don't think it should. I think the TTK should just be slower. But you can't take away TTK from people, otherwise they'll complain. They'll call every gun a bullet hose. Like in BF5, I kind of like the TTK patch. I might be an idiot for this, but like I
You're talking
thought the
about the
game felt a little bit
infamous
more skill based. I
5.2
felt like
TTK patch where they made the FG42 5 to 13 bullets to
okay,
kill and like
there was a few dumb weapons. There was a few dumb weapons, but if you played meta weapons against meta weapons, it felt better to me. It felt like movement was rewarded a little bit more
well,
and
that
aiming
is
was rewarded more.
because it took more bullets to kill someone, which rewards better players with better aim, which makes you harder to
Exactly.
kill and all that sort of stuff. So of course we wouldn't have a problem with it, but I
Yeah.
completely understand why everybody else had a problem with it. And
Oh
in
yeah.
hindsight, of course, it was fucking stupid. And I want to build off what you said. Completely agree with you. The community, they're going to complain about, actually, let me not say that. I don't think the community would actually mind if they moved the TTK away from this 150 millisecond lowest possible number with the SCW-10. Because if you look at previous Battlefield games, the best guns in these games are hitting like 200 milliseconds. And that's like, oh my God, like, holy shit, that gun's killing me
really
so
fast, but it's going to
fast.
be hard to use.
Yeah. And the Type 2A, which was a weapon that people hated in Battlefield 5, killed in 200 milliseconds.
Fuck, that's crazy to know because that thing felt like an insta kill in
Exactly.
5.
Now the real the piece de resistance to understand all this, right, is there are like 10 weapons in Battlefield 6 that kill in
Yeah.
like 225 milliseconds or less, all the way down to 150. So I don't think the
Yeah.
community would complain if they just push the time to kill up from a 150 millisecond target to a 200 millisecond target.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
the problem with
I
it
agree.
is the community, I don't think the large part of the community understands they can't just remove 3 bullets a kill. That's impossible. Because the way the balance is right now with the weapons, every single weapon is deliberately balanced against each other. So, an
Yeah.
example, 240L kills 17 milliseconds slower than the new LMG.
Mm.
You can't just remove 3 BTK because then all of those weapons become absolutely useless. And I was speaking to Nickel, and he said if they essentially just removed 3 bullet to kill ranges, anything under 720 RPM would be completely unusable.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the only
100%.
solution is to completely rebalance every gun in the game combined
It's
with
ridiculous. Such
redoing
big ask.
rate of fire. And because they changed the rate of fire, they have to change the audio to sync up with the new rate of fire on weapons. So they would have to do so much work, but in the end, it would be worth it. That's the thing.
And are they going to do that for a game that like the amount of potential revenue increase they get for doing all this work? Is it worth it? I don't think
Is
it is.
zero.
They create a better game, but the best thing they can do to address this issue is to buff the movement significantly. And that's an easier change to make. And it kind of causes the same thing. Like maybe effective TTK in a fight would be a bit longer if you had faster strafe speed, and better aggressive options. It's an easier thing to do than what the other option, which they
Yeah,
just won't do. They
and
can't do it.
another argument is if they were to, change the TTK and make it slightly longer, you would technically lose some weapon variety. Because that is true. Like having 3 BTK does open up a lot of different weapon choices. You can have your really slow fire rate, like G3A3 type weapon, like the AK4D. You can't necessarily do that if you were to remove it, but I don't know. The combination
Yeah.
of things is what is the real deadly thing. It's zero recoil gunplay with the fact that you can't see anyone, and the
Oh
time to
yeah.
kill is super
This
fast.
is crazy.
That combination
Yeah.
is absolutely brutal in this game. And it is, I think, for me, the number one combination of things that makes the game so frustrating. Besides not being able to hear anyone consistently.
Yeah, the footsteps got a little better since the release, but I don't know how they have presumably the same engine as 2042, which had excellent audio, and
Oh my god.
now they've just stepped back. I just don't know how they've done that. It's crazy.
Can we have a F in the chat for 2042 footstep audio, because man, that was probably the best thing to come out of that game. Period. The footstep audio was fucking
It
insane in
was.
that game.
It
It was
worked. It
it
worked
was
really
probably
well.
too good. Like
Like, do you think 2042 infantry is just a straight upgrade to BF6 infantry? Like, being objective about it?
yes.
Because I can tell you that 2042 vehicle design is a straight upgrade to BF6 vehicle design, if I'm being completely objective. And the end game 2042 to BF6 current. Which is crazy, because we just covered two major parts of the game. Like, the game, basically.
The entire
only
game,
thing
like
that's
vehicles and infantry.
yeah, which is that really just makes me quite sad, because I somehow enjoy BF6 more. I think it's just because I've hated 2042 so much, and it's just like, oh, the entire game just pisses me off at this point. And there's a few really broken things, but just like holistically speaking, it is kind of a better game. Like, it's better designed in a way.
But I think they can very easily
Oh,
completely
they can
mog
mog
2042
the
in
fuck out of it,
like
dude.
4 patches. I swear to God. If they lock in and their priorities are solid, 4 patches, that game's done. Grinded into
Oh, easily,
dust.
dude.
Easily.
Easily, dude.
And that's what's so
If they
annoying, because I feel like the community sees it. They see the potential of BF6, and we're like approaching 6 months out from launch, and I feel like the gameplay of BF6 has gotten worse.
Oh
I don't
yeah, and it's misused resources as well. Like, when I see some of these patches, like the movement nerf, it's like, why were you guys touching it? It was fine. It was a little bit underpowered. Why were you fucking around with it and probably like spending a week or two like working on this patch? That was the wrong thing to work on.
totally agree, because if they were to address the other massive issues that we talked about like so far, TTK, audio, visibility, recoil, whatever, that has way larger effects than just the movement. Way larger
oh yeah,
effects.
yeah, yeah. It's a low hanging fruit, but it's the wrong direction. It's the same with, for example, the tow missile nerf we just saw. They're nerfing the velocity of the tow. It will still be fucking easy to hit. It's just going to be a little bit slower. You have to hold it on for
Yeah.
a little bit longer. But some people might find the slower tow missile to be easier. I found it really easy in 2042 when it was super slow.
Yeah,
So
no, I might agree with you, because it almost gives you more time to adjust.
yeah, it's technically a bit harder, but it won't be much. The correct nerf, and again, this is like the direction thing, was maneuverability and size of the missile. Like, the missile has to be smaller, so it's less easy to just slam onto the target.
Okay, yeah, that's
And the
interesting.
maneuverability was way too high. That was the right nerf, and you could have asked like anyone, and they would have told you probably the same thing. It's frustrating they don't get it right while they're having a pass at it, because this might be the only pass we get.
Mm. Oh
There's a
God.
few examples of that direction thing. But yeah, I agree. This game can mog the fuck out of 2042 easily. Um, and like, point for point, like BF6 at this time and release versus 2042 at the equivalent time and release, It's still more than 2042 at
Oh,
that time.
100%.
But I just wanted to say that and like make that example because we shouldn't be so comfortable to say at least it's not 2042. Like it's kind of worse in some ways. So let's get a fucking move on here, boys.
God.
Like let's actually make some good changes.
I can only imagine the comment section in this particular, because I'm gonna put timestamps. Oh
Oh,
God.
look, it might be controversial, but I think it's important to kind of be honest and say that we all really really disliked this game, but at the end of the game, it was a bad game, but like it wasn't as bad as what we're seeing right now in terms of design. So
The way I put it is right now
reality check.
in BF6, it's harder to have fun, basically. That's the way
Yeah,
I feel it personally. Because in 2042,
yeah,
obviously, again, the game was a complete nightmare. But because of the gameplay itself, which is of course the main element of playing the fucking game, the mechanics,
yeah,
the movement, everything, it was
exactly. This is what I'm
easier
saying.
to have a better time.
Yeah, and if you swapped all of the underlying mechanics into the skin of BF6, we would be seeing an improvement. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Like, and I
Yep.
think people would generally accept that. It's just like the 2042 aesthetic alone kills it for so many people.
Oh yeah, no, the aesthetic was. I don't know what
Specialists.
they were doing. I mean, I don't want to talk about 2042 so much, but my God, I think in about 5 years from now, we'll look at the 2042 aesthetic and just even still be baffled. Like, what is
Yeah,
this?
it's
Like,
unreal.
what is
The
this?
specialists are a huge issue. I'll accept that. But if you put all the mechanics, ignoring specialists, just into the Battlefield 6 skin, it would be a little better.
Yeah.
But it's not a good target. We shouldn't be aiming at that. We should be aiming for 3 and 4. Like, and that's what we were promised. We were. This game sold so well because we were promised a shot at the greatness that was 3 and
The
4.
shot at the previous glory.
Yeah,
And I think
it
this is a
and
great segue into talking about the recent news when it comes to, of course, the EA layoffs and the commentary surrounding the BF6 right now, which is basically a lot of the community feel as though that they think EA took a very front heavy approach with this game and intentionally marketed it to make as much money as they possibly could up front and, essentially rug pull it. If you
look, I've been saying this since BF5. I think that's been the entire model. Before BF5 released, they knew they were going to do this, and just drip feed the live service. Same with 2042. I think if 2042 was a smash hit at release, they still would have done the same drip feed. And now we're seeing it in BF6. Like, when people say that like your game is flopping, like you're failing, how did you fumble this release? They didn't fumble the release. It's just this is the cash model for this. You sell the fuck out of the release, you sell the hype, and then you just deliver minimum until
you
the next
dip,
one.
you just
I
dip.
think it's all intentional. I think this is how it was always going to be, no matter what.
I saw a really interesting take on one of my videos. One guy said that his theory is basically they internally don't view delivering content as like worth it.
Yeah, it's not. It just it's just not fiscally worth it at all. It's like
Brutal.
yeah, it just isn't. And that's my example was like a real estate agent selling a house. Like they get all the money from selling the house, and 99% or 90% of it, or whatever, is like if they can get an offer that's 95% of what they think it could get, why would they not take it rather than
Yeah,
keep on working on marketing and selling the house for longer? Like fuck that. Like even if you renovate, the house example is just what's in my head right now because I'm struggling to buy a house. But like if you're renovating a house and you can get to 90% of the possible reward for it, with 20% of the effort, do that. Don't spend the rest of the time working on it. It's not worth it. And it's the same with this game. It's exactly the same with this game, and we're going to see the same with the next live service, and we have to accept that. Are you happy to spend $100 for a few fun weeks at release? Yes or no? That's what you're buying. You're not buying for a full life cycle. You're
God,
just
this
not.
is so fucking brutal. Okay, I want to pose this question to you. So with BF6,
Yeah.
the way it was marketed, we get to the beta, right? We get hands on. The beta reception from everyone, genuinely, even the most critical people. This is really good. What do we fucking do in that situation where now we know we're not even allowed to have the joy of feeling a legitimately good beta because we are now worrying, or we basically we're thinking that we figured the plan out, that they're just going to rug pull us anyway, and it's never going to reach the potential that it looks like it can reach. Like, are we even allowed to feel good anymore, Silk?
I like this question because I've actually thought about this before. The way I'm going into it next time is I think a lot of us were saying this is really good, but in the back of our heads, we know that this is really good for a beta. Like, this is an excellent beta as long as they fix, my 5 issues or your 5 issues. They still got to fix 10 issues, dude. And you got to accept they're not going to do it. They're not going to fix any of the fucking problems. They might fix a few little low-hanging fruit here and there, but 90% of the big problems are never getting fixed. So you have to take away this is good for a beta. Is the game good for a year from now? Because that's probably, you'll probably get a similar thing in a year with a bit of content.
And that's going to be a very difficult pill for a lot of people to swallow, because
oh yeah,
I just never think I just don't think you're ever going to stop normies from insta buying the next game, so the cycle is going to permanently continue forever.
100%.
I think the plastic card comes out as soon as the trailer drops, and that's it.
I mean, like, I think games are just lasting less time these days as well, and it's becoming kind of acceptable to have a fun month or a fun 2 months, and that's all you got to sell. People like in the Battlefield community say this game was a huge flop. I guarantee there's a lot of people who loved it for 3 months, and they'll come back for another 3 months, because $100 for 3 months, like, for a lot of people with full-time jobs, it's fuck all. Like, it's fine for 3 months of fun with your boys. So, the game is doing fine for what it's aiming to do. I think it's all good. It sucks to say that, but for, like, we live and breathe this shit. But for the 9-to-5er, they're going to enjoy the next game, and it's going to be fine. It just sucks being so dedicated to Battlefield. God. And I was coping myself. Like, I knew that, they were going to drip feed and abandon 5 and 2042 because they were flops. And in my head, it's like, this is the whole business model. They were always going to do it. But a small part of me was coping and saying, we had 500k players. This is when we're going to smash out the park. We're going to beat BF3. It's just not happening. It was never the plan. I don't think it was the plan.
But God, it was stratospheric for a second there, dude.
We were all coping.
It was fucking insane, dude. The launch of the game, I've never seen anything like it for Battlefield. That was crazy.
Oh, yeah. And, like, how about, what's your thoughts on yearly releases? Because if we can't get a game right by now, what's going to happen to the yearly release? Like,
so, I mean, that leak from Tom Henderson, that was in August of 2025. I'll link it in the description of this video for anyone that wants to watch that video to understand what I'm talking about. But Tom Henderson released an article basically saying EA told Byron Bede that they want Battlefield to become a yearly release. And keep in mind, this is a leak. You have to take it with a grain of salt. But Byron Bede was one of the top people that EA brought on, along with Vincent Pella, to essentially make EA a fuckload of money. And EA basically told Byron Bede, allegedly, that they want to see Battlefield become a yearly release within 5 to 6 years. So that puts yearly release at about 2030 for the first one, which means, number one, the next Battlefield we get is potentially the final Battlefield that is ever traditionally developed.
Yeah.
That's crazy, number one.
That's scary to know.
Number two, the yearly release sort of cycle they're going to adopt is identical to the yearly release cycle Call of Duty is going to do. So they're going to have multiple studios basically working on Battlefields at the same time, but one studio is going to be ready for a release, and then a year later, another studio, and then as soon as that studio releases, the previous studio that just released the game will already have another game. You know what I mean? So it's just a constant rotate in, rotate out.
Fuck it up. The Swedes are about to fuck it up.
Oh, bro.
Like, we're going to get DICE out. Like, no, DICE will, like, kind of fix BF4. Like, it's kind of known in a lot of ways. I don't know if it hurts to think about. I don't really have
it literally
many words for
almost
it.
gives
It
me
just
an
can't
aneurysm,
work.
Silk.
It's awful. But as a content creator, like, this is better for us. This is
I don't even want to fucking talk about that. Like, listen, I understand that if they do yearly releases, I'm probably going to make a lot more money, but I don't give a fuck. All right? I want a good game to play.
I want a good game. I want a good game as well. I'm on the same page.
I want a good game.
what I'm saying is like when people say like, "Oh, you just do this for money or whatever," it's like I would be
Couldn't be
dick
more
riding the
wrong.
yearly release train. If I only cared about making money from my content, I just want Battlefield to reach its peak that I grew up with, um, as do you, I guess. And I
Oh
just don't
yeah.
think it can happen. The scope of a Battlefield game is a lot more than a COD game, unless they start like pretty much copy pasting, which COD does a bit.
Well, I see
Um,
that's where I'm stuck with the yearly release thing because how are they going to avoid copy pasting? Because in my mind, they're gonna have to use one of the next Battlefield games, or maybe this Battlefield game, as a base, right? Because if you
yeah,
look at how COD does it, isn't that what they do? They essentially use something as a base, or they use an engine as a base, and they'll tweak the movement. They'll tweak the way the gunplay is. They'll tweak maybe one version is futuristic, another game is like Modern Warfare 2 where it's super slow and they take more of like a gritty approach to it, but it's the
that's all you
same
got to do.
fucking
Yeah,
engine, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
so
It's all really similar. Um,
I don't see how they're
and
gonna
in
do that.
Battlefield, they just don't do that. They never even borrow stuff from previous games anyway. For the last however many since BF3, BF4 were very similar. People were calling BF4 BF3.5 when it came out. I remember
Yeah,
that. But ever since BF1, they have like essentially reinvented so many wheels every single title. So which wheel are they gonna build on is really what's scaring me because none of the fucking wheels have any air in them at this point, in my opinion.
yeah,
Like
we got
since
to get the
BF4,
pressure on one of them up there, okay, to acceptable within regulation
one of them
levels.
has to be
Because what
good,
the
and
fuck?
that's what I want BF6 to be. Like BF6 needs to be the bones for the yearly releases if we want good yearly releases, but it's not gonna happen, right?
Yeah, but well, here's the other side of it, right? You wanted to talk about RedSec before we got on live. I think now's a
Oh
good
yeah,
time to do it. So we were both invited to the Elite Series. As of right now, I mean, we don't really know what's going on with the Elite Series. It was that $1 million plus tournament for 3 regions. Going to run one in, what was it, OCE, Europe, and NA. Basically, the biggest guys in the world on the game. They got Huskers, they got Rogue, they got all these huge BR players. Um,
oh yeah.
and a tournament of that size that is that global, whether you like content creators or not, it brings in a shit ton of interest into RedSec, and it would have gotten players I think interested in playing RedSec. But now with RedSec not really hitting the stride because it was essentially just not good enough. I don't know if we ever play that tournament, bro.
I think RedSec is pretty good for a BR these days. I just think like BR's a different ball game when it comes to content frequency. Like if you're a BR player, you expect it like often. You're getting shit every month pretty much. Battlefield just doesn't do monthly content or like
Yeah.
anywhere near enough. Um, I I really find that tournament hard to believe. Like as a content creator, but also as a competitive person, like I sacrificed quite a lot, and our whole team did to ensure that we were on point. Like I truly believe that we would have won our region. Like that's just my belief. Like confident in our team. I think we had it. Like we were doing well in scrims. The leaderboard for Australia was all 4 of us, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Like we were doing well. Um, and to pretty much like a lot of other big content creators were practicing the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
It's a waste of all our time. Like it's disrespectful not to host it just because it's a waste of time. Like part of me thinks it was a ploy to get people to grind RedSec. Like you saw the hours that the whole Husker squad was putting in. They were playing RedSec to win the tournament. They weren't playing it
Yeah.
out of the love of their hearts. Um, as soon as the Elite Series got pronounced, it's not cancelled, but you know I've heard from people that we were supposed to have season 2 of Elite Series in February. And I've heard that season 1 was supposed to be restarted in January. So take it what you will. I think it's
it's
dead.
March.
I think it's dead in the water. Yeah, but it did get a lot of people grinding a lot of RedSec. Like the numbers of RedSec on Twitch have dropped significantly since they've delayed the tournament.
And also, I mean, forget the tournament. I think it just didn't deliver the amount of player interest that EA was looking for. They
Yeah, it
wanted
didn't.
something to compete with Warzone. They wanted that sort of free to play entry to the game where you get people in, they play RedSec, they go, oh, this game has multiplayer. They buy the base game, maybe they buy some microtransactions, and that's the sort of cycle that Warzone was so successful with. But I think one of the fatal elements of RedSec is the timing of it. I think it's so late. If Battlefield was going to have a really successful BR that was sort of a staple in the franchise, it was going to be Firestorm with BF5. And you could even argue Firestorm was a little late.
Yeah, it was. Definitely was.
But with RedSec, it's too late, and they just didn't innovate enough, dude. It's literally Warzone with tanks on a different map with like different mechanics, and it's just
It's
not
so
good
similar.
enough.
You know, part of me thinks that Warzone, like obviously there was a perfect storm there with COVID, but I think Warzone did so well because it was itching the Battlefield kind of feeling that a lot of people wanted. Like a lot of Battlefield players went straight over, and I played the fuck out of Warzone because it reminded me of good Battlefield games.
Okay.
They had a good Battlefield game potentially with 6. Why do they need RedSec? I don't know. Like it makes sense, but I think part of the reason why Warzone did so well was because Battlefield wasn't. But yeah, they obviously know better than me. They know it could have been good. Just didn't innovate at all. It didn't really. It was fun for a while,
Yeah.
but not long term. The mechanics also not deep enough to really stick it out with. You need the game to be fun on its own and satisfying and hard to play. And a ranked mode for BRs, as much as everyone hates to talk about ranked in Battlefield, keeps people on the game. It does.
It does. I think
Yeah.
I think ranked is something that Battlefield has always dropped the ball on, and but the thing about that is you need just a way bigger player base to facilitate it.
Yeah.
And the core Battlefield player base isn't going to be that player base, in my opinion.
No,
So
they'll shoot it down. They won't like it.
yeah, of
It's
course.
not gonna work.
So I mean, we've covered a lot of stuff. If you want to give the final final state of Battlefield address here, maybe your final take on how you're feeling on the game right now, and then we'll wrap this up.
Um, the game can easily reach a good amount of its potential within a few updates, as you said. There's a lot of like low hanging fruit mechanically that can be fixed. Some of it is too hard to fix. The issue is that each update often has a few good changes and then one in the total wrong direction. So it's clear that they don't have the complete understanding of what they even have to do at this point. I think the game can reach some potential. They just have to talk to some people who know what needs to happen. Like, if I was at DICE, I'd be talking to Nickel or you, for example, in terms of gunplay, like reaching out to one of the many people who's played many iterations of vehicles and mastered them and understands what makes each one good. It's not something that you can jump into a studio and start working on and instantly understand everything on. Like there's an expectation from previous games that we want to reach, and I just don't think we're going to get there. I think the direction is just not consistently good enough. It's kind of sometimes good, sometimes not. Yeah.
Do you think
That's my
we'll see a direction shift? Because the communication in the
Season
patch
3.
notes seem to be pretty good directionally, I'd say.
We do a lot of communication in Battlefield that we don't do many changes. Right?
That's the
thing. I would like to see more action and less talking.
Less
and
words.
Ultimately, yeah, season 3 is meant to be the vehicle season. So that's like half the game pretty much. That has to do a fuck ton.
You're basing that
we
off
didn't
of
even
like
get into Portal.
Galmud? You think they're gonna put Galmud in season 3?
Galmud, I've just heard from people who've just told me random things who talk to people. I don't even know who said this, but presumably it's got from DICE somehow that season 3 will focus more on vehicles. So
okay,
I'm hoping that it does that, and it just needs to get a lot of things right. It needs to change a lot.
well, my whole thing is they wouldn't mention Galmud being a map that they're making if it wasn't coming soon. Like Galmud is not going to be a map that comes out randomly in like season 6. But then we have to question why the fuck are you making Galmud anyway?
Galmud is only as good as the vehicle mechanics are.
Exactly.
So they have a heavy deadline. By the time Galmud's out, they have to get things in order. So
yeah,
it's a huge issue. I realized we didn't even talk about Portal very much. I think there's a bit to go on about that.
Would you like to talk about Portal?
Just real quick, I think we should touch on it.
Okay.
Have you tried to play much Portal?
Yes, I have played. I have tried to play various Portal modes. I have played some pickup scrims and some little 4v4, 5v5, whatever it may be at night. Um,
There's a crazy amount that just
30
like
hertz
it's
is
just
brutal.
insanely buggy. 30
Yeah,
hertz, firstly, that's insane. We had a massive brigade to get 60 hertz, and Tigger essentially said, "Here you go, you've got it. It exists for verified experiences." I've sent a spreadsheet of experiences to the portal manager, and I haven't heard back for 2 weeks. And there's no guarantee that they'll be getting verified. It's like, just communicate, please. It's really important that we get some of these verified. Otherwise, like Portal is being used by some people for the intended purpose, which is like community stuff, like community matches and all that stuff. It just doesn't work well for that right now. It's good for is AI farming. Um, and then like actually when you get into a game, like we consistently have like on the match start, there'll always be someone crashing. Like we'll have to start the match like 4 times or 5 times to
yeah.
get the scrim to start. Like there's just so many issues with it.
My view with Portal is I'm just not sure it will ever reach the scope of its vision because I feel like they're just repeating the same thing they did with 2042, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm at a loss with Portal personally.
Portal would reach the scope of its vision if they actually supported the people who are putting in the work. If they did like a monthly map competition to make the best map and gave the winner like 25K or 20, dude, a map costs more than that like to develop. Like if they actually engage in the community, did like a mode challenge or a map challenge or stuff like that, and kept people in the loop and supported the people who work so hard on making these portal modes, I think you'd see a lot more out of it. Just these days, like there's no support at all. They're breaking the modes, if anything. Like Reaps had to fix his test range
Oh,
however many times. And
dude,
that test range is
Reaps.
better than the in-game one. It's the best test range in the game, dude.
Yeah, I remember when Reaps DM me. God, when they broke it the third time, I think, and
Yeah.
he was pissed.
Yeah,
So
he
I
was
was
pretty
not
pissed.
surprised to see him tweet that one time that he's basically done making it, which is really that kills me because Reaps is this like he's so passionate. It's like my
Oh
God,
yeah.
this guy is putting way too much effort in, but he really wanted to make something for the community there, and he did a good job. It's just he's sick of remaking it because of the developers breaking the entire experience.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I would rather the next game has no portal at all and just lets us rent servers if this is how it's going to be done. Fine with that. I think it'd be done better. You'd have better quality servers. You can rent 60 hertz and have more control of it. It's just not being done well enough to really justify it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Also, all the AI boosting, man. Like,
we gotta, dude. One of my biggest gripes with Portal in 2042 and in this game, we gotta get rid of the slop. Okay, all this bullshit. We don't need to make it no XP. We need to legit just delete it. It just gone. I don't want to see fucking AI farm. I don't want to see any of these weird like specific challenge farms just for one challenge to make an entire server. Dude, when people think of Portal, I think they really want it to be like an old school like Battlefield server browser with some other like crazy stuff in there. You never see the creative stuff because it's just so hidden behind all this weird stuff.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
All right. So
We
I
covered it
think
though.
I think
I
we
just had to
covered a
get
lot
that
of
in
stuff
there.
there. 100%. Yeah, Portal. We had to fit Portal in there. So all
Yeah.
right. Leave your questions for Silk in the comment section. Maybe he'll answer them, and I'll also
Okay.
answer some questions in the comment section as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate your time, Silk. I know you're very busy, and yeah, let me know who else you want to see me talk to. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right,
Bye, everyone.
that's it. Boom. All right,
Bang.
bang.
That
Fucking
was heat.
banged it out. I
That
want
was
to take
heat.
issue with fucking Omar over here. This motherfucker said, hold on, in my Twitch chat. Don't speak on RedSec enders. You don't have 100 wins. Bro, I was grinding to potentially win a $1 million tournament, bro. What do you mean? I don't know about
What's his win
RedSec.
rate? What's his win rate?
I don't
100 wins on 10% win rate does not matter at all.
know.
I'd rather have 20 wins on 50%.
My God. That was really
Yeah.
good.
I'm
Chat,
reading
you
the
guys have
chat
been
now.
great, by the way. And thank you so much for all the... I missed a ton of super chats on YouTube. I'm sorry about that. I will go back and read all these. Thank you to everyone.
Do you think Epstein is a Mossad agent?
What? Why did you read? Did someone type that?
That's a 2G question.
Is this what?
No, don't worry about that one.
Is this a...
Sorry, just derailing the podcast. Derailing the cast.
Oh my God. I heard isn't that now you're dead? I saw that in the news. Is he dead? Is that right?
Don't know.
I don't know.
They call me Jet and Yahoo the way I'm bombing on the ceiling.
That's crazy. That's fine. We gotta cut. We gotta end the stream. We gotta really end the stream. We gotta end the... We have to delete the VOD. We have to delete the VOD. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Someone
I
at
was
the
gonna read
beginning
the chat and
of
answer stuff, but there's nothing going on in the chat.
someone at the very beginning of the stream said you did a quick 2-0 right on the cast. Who'd you 2-0?
Spartan Action Team.
Spartan Action Team.
Yeah, bunch of Polish blokes. Shout out to the Spartan Action Team.
Okay.
Team Oz is just too strong.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, dude. Playing competitive in this game, I played 2042 competitive. That's that much passion I had. I don't know if I can do it in this game. Not in this current state. It's just like I'm not interested in the infantry stuff.
Unironically, comp is better than like it's the most fun part of the game for me. It's the most
I don't doubt it.
thing.
I don't doubt it at all. The pickups that I'm playing that I've played are good. I just don't know if I don't know. People ask me like, "Oh, where's Omni? Where's the team?" It's like, dude, Focus is playing Deadlock. No one's playing the game. Like, yeah.
Comp is the best part of the game though. Like it gives you something to play for. I used to play pubs in Battlefield 4 to get better and like master the mechanics of the game, but I just feel like I'm getting worse with time because people are getting better with the stupid shit that counters the jets.
Oh yeah.
Like I literally feel like I'm less effective as the game gets older, which is really annoying. Whereas in comp, like you see yourself getting more and more effective. It's really satisfying. So it's the best part of the game. It's a shame that DICE will not support it and make it 60 hertz because that's what Portal is there for. Like, oh my god, it pisses me off so much.
It really is. I feel for the people that are trying to play competent because, yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think that 2042 technically had higher tick rate servers. They had 45 tick.
Yeah. I'm sure it's like for you, though, it's probably similar for me. Like, you can't get into it unless you're willing to apply yourself to it fully.
So, I can't get into it unless my team is 100% on it. Like, if my teammates are not on the game 24/7, I'm not motivated to get on it because... Like, what am I fucking playing for? Like, these $200 cash cups? I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't care. Like, I'm not about the ego nowadays anymore with, like, winning these cups and being the fucking best. Obviously, I still want to be the best, but I'm not worried about some shit-talking weirdo anymore.
Oh, yeah. It matters not much at all.
Yeah. Oh, man. Just got some new, I mean, I don't want to keep you. I don't know if you have stuff to do after this, but...
I got fuck all to do, really. Go to the shops at some point today and do some cooking, but that's it.
Yeah. I had a fajita quesadillas. It was insane.
That sounds fucking great. I'm probably going to cook some chicken, broccoli, and rice.
Oof. You're on that clean, the clean silk diet, huh?
Yeah. It's like I can cook one meal and I can cook it fast. And that is all that matters. I'm like a dog. I eat the same thing twice a day, and that's it.
This guy says, why don't they give us 64v64? Because it's ass. That's why.
Yeah, it was bad. It was already bad in the previous game. Let's not do it again.
Let's really avoid the mistake there with the 64v64, guys. Are you playing today?
on
I don't know
stream.
about that, man. I don't know if I'm playing the game after this. It's too late for
I
that.
might play later tonight. I might play tonight. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been on marathon lately. I actually kind of hooked. So I played
How do
that
you like
tournament.
it?
It's just really satisfying. I don't know. It's satisfying to. There's some cool movement tech in it. Um, it's fun taking loot from people and making the day worse. It's just a good game. Like I actually think it's a good game. Just it's way too hard to get into. Like it took me like
Learning curve.
5 or 6 hours of gameplay to be invested in it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, do we have another scrim tonight? I thought we had scrim tomorrow night. Oh, is it Sunday today? It is too. Yeah, we got another scrim tonight. That's what I'm
Oh
doing.
shit.
Versus
Gonna be
some
another
Korean
quick
team.
2-0. What's the prediction on that?
No, it's Team Korea. They could be cracked, man. The
Oh
Koreans are good.
shit.
Fuzzy, you on marathon yet? Sorry, I'm just talking to a specific chatter now. Yeah. Well, we hopefully will 2-0 them, but Koreans tend to be good at games.
I remember
But yeah.
God. I don't know if they were Korean, but there was a Japanese or Korean team in BF5 that was super fucking cracked.
Oh, RG.
Yeah. Those guys are
That's
really
them.
good. They're really cool
We used
too.
to play against them. We used to scrim against them all the time. They're really good, like humble, like insane team.
Yeah, really cool
They're
people.
awesome.
Too bad it's not supported. All right. All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go maybe record a couple of videos and then go to bed. So thank you, Silk.
Record a couple videos and then go to bed. I don't understand how you do it, to be honest.
I
That's
just
insane.
this is what I do, man. Okay.
That's what he does. What's today's video gonna be? What kind of rant are we cooking up?
It actually might be a video for the second channel. So it's not for the Battlefield channel. It's for the big old perfume channel there. I don't know. I got some new
what
shit
do you know
in that
about
I'm
this,
testing.
motherfucker? What do you know
God
about this?
damn! Is that he pulls out the Creed on camera?
I got a need for Creed.
What was that? Aventus Cologne?
Yep.
I sniped it.
Was
I did. Chat. I'm so into it. I literally sniped that bottle and the specific name of it based off the color of it. That's where I'm at
He
right
couldn't
now.
even see the label.
Couldn't even see the label
by the camera.
I just know it's Aventus Cologne because it's gray.
He's a savant with it. Yeah, it's fire. That's an Australian heater.
Real sniffer. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sick.
before you go, have you played Deadlock?
No,
Dude.
I've not.
I'm gonna start to get into it. It's fucking crazy. I've been watching the
It
boys
seems
play
like
it.
it's too much of a rabbit hole. Like if I
Oh,
get
it's
into it,
crazy.
when I get into a game, I just don't play anything else but that game. So DayZ, like I just took like 2 months off Battlefield and just spammed DayZ, dude.
You should have
Playing,
done
like, the most
Frankie on
competitive
PC
server.
and 1080p DayZ videos, bro.
Oh yeah, and cheat. Like
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
just run fucking God mode. Yeah, that would be
Script
sick.
everything and also cheat. Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks because it's like I talked to some people in the UK scene who knew him a lot, and they just explained how rough he was to work with, and it's like never meet your heroes in a way.
Oh
But
God.
that is a goat YouTuber of mine. Like I used to love his videos.
Oh, God, what was another? Did you ever watch Big Mooney?
Yeah, Big Mooney 06.
Big Mooney
Top
06.
place.
Dude, shout out to Big
Come on now.
Mooney 06.
Big Mooney 06 is
one of the goats.
Clean with it, dude. Big Mooney's top plays. I thought, yeah, his top players and also Art, of course. Art was a good one to meet. Like that was a meet your heroes, and he's actually a fucking legend.
You met him.
Like one of the best. I never met him IRL, but like I got to know him a little bit through the YouTube game.
Cool. I've spoken to him on and off. He's not coming back, guys. He's not coming back.
No, he's got a real job, and he enjoys having a social life now, I believe. So good on him.
There it is. You have been giving each other the most southern goodbye of all time, saying goodbye for 10 minutes straight. Listen, this is just how the shit rolls, man. This is just a vibe.
It's chilling.
We're just chilling right now. I think I am gonna cut it here, though.
Yeah, that's
right,
a
man.
good exit.
Thank you.
Appreciate having me on.
See you, man.
Catch you later.
Fucking bomba clot, chat. Bomba Rossclot. Bomba Ross. What was it? Pussy egg, does he say? Why does he say that? Chad, I think before I go, I want to show you some absolute unobtainium shit. Just because I think it's cool. I might talk about it in a video. Give you guys a sneak peek of some new unobtainium that I've obtained sometime. L Silk. You could call him Lilk. You know? Just drop the S right off that fucker. Might have to talk with Fuzzy at some point as well, the fucking infantry goat of OCE, you know? Along with probably like 15 other infantry goats. Get Fuzzy on? Dude, is Fuzzy shy? Like, I don't know. He seems like just chill. Just too chill for this, you know? What the hell? He said, what the hell? What about Maxic? I could ask Maxic. Deadlock stream after the Durag stream. I need to do the Durag stream, don't I? My editor put out my shorts editor put out a short about the Durag stream, and apparently, due to comments, O Block has cleared it, as well as a certain section of Atlanta, and also someone said, LA cleared it. So I don't know. I don't know how legit that is, but we could be getting cleared by a lot of sets here. Atlanta approved, should be good. All right. Get Maxic? I'll get Maxic. I need that's a good idea. I should DM him like right now. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get Unobtainium. I'll show you guys. 1 second. The screen's gonna be black. I'm sorry. 1 second. Fucking boom. We're back. We're back. Turn the light on, please. I just turned it on. All right. So I've been trying to get my hands on this for like 2 months. This is obviously just a fucking fragrance. So, I mean, you guys are not going to understand, but I'll try my best to explain. So this is a brand called Serge Lutens, and you can think of him as like the uncle of the fragrance world, you know? He's just a cool fucking dude. He's just cool. Just makes cool shit. Like, there was an interview with him where basically he tells his perfumer what he wants via like atmospheres or like environment. He won't be like, make something that smells like this. He'll legit tell his perfumer like, oh, make a fragrance that replicates the moment where a beam of light goes through a window crack and hits like a dusty fucking abandoned house. And apparently that like the perfumer has to navigate through that bullshit and somehow make that. But this was not able to be get in the US for a long time. This is called Bois Roy Dagaloche. The name is really hard, but this is super fucking hard to get in the US right now. And I had my friend from Canada, ye old Canada, send it to me. Shout out to that person. You're a fucking legend. So that might be one of the only bottles in the US. That's pretty cool. It is it's a patchouli oud amber fragrance. So it is just as dark as it looks. It basically smells like that color, if you can imagine it. It's pretty fucking cool. I'm going to do a review on it because there's no videos on it. So I might as well give my thoughts while I have it. All right. I think with that, I'm going to go. I might just go to bed. I don't know. All right, dude. Thanks so much. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Link the second channel. Okay, I'll link the second channel. I will link the second channel. Here's the second channel. Boom. Boom. Okay, now I'm leaving. See you guys.